Welcome to Trucks and Other Stuff. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on a 2003 Chevy Suburban with the 5.3 Vortec. But before we get started, I wanted to mention our 1,000 subscriber challenge. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a 12-inch light bar to anybody who's a subscriber. So if you want a part of that, and if you want to continue watching videos like this, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the like button at the end. But today, like I said, we're going to be doing an oil change on a 2003 Chevy Suburban. First, you need to know what you need. So let's get started. All right, today you just need a few things. Very simple job, as you probably know. Very simple job, just a few things that you need. Of course, you need oil. So I have some 10 weight 30. You need an oil filter. You need a oil filter wrench. This nicely goes on your 3/8 drive ratchet. And then for this particular application, it's going to be a 15 millimeter socket. And that's all you need. It's handy to have some rags. It's handy to have a funnel. But if you don't have those things, you'll be all right. So let's go ahead and make our way out to the car. All right, we're under the car here. A lot of times you won't have access to a pit like I do. As you can see, it's dark right now, so you can't see too well. But I'm underneath the vehicle. I drove up on a ramp, and I'm standing underneath, which is very convenient. But you won't have the opportunity to make sure you have a good drain pan, a wide drain pan, a deep drain pan, because you don't want to overflow, and you don't want to miss. It gets a little tricky when you get the oil filter also off. So let's go ahead and start taking off the drain tube. All right. Okay, so I have a drain pan here. It goes down to a bucket down there, and I have my 15 millimeter socket right here, and I'm going to attempt to do this left-handed, and wow, it's tight on there. All right, 15 millimeter does well. Make sure you have your drain pan positioned where you need it. I'm going to move mine just a little bit here, so as to make sure I don't miss. What I like to do when I'm draining the oil here is, once I know it's really close to the end where it's going to let loose, I will put pressure towards the engine so that it doesn't slip. And then watch what I do. Okay, it should be there now. I'm there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go real quick, like that. That allows me to get out of the way and keep my hands clean. As you can see, it's draining nicely. I like to go right ahead and take off the oil filter, which on this vehicle is in a really convenient spot. So like I said, forgive the bumpy nature. I am having trouble. Let me go ahead and put you down. Okay, you should be able to see again. like I just showed you, I'm going to break it loose, and then you should be able to get it with your hand. Here it comes. And then normally I get it to that point, this point right here, and I just let it drain for a while because it's going to be a pretty big mess. So I normally take this time and go do something else for a minute. So that's what we're going to do. I'll see you in a second. All right, while I'm waiting for that to drain, I usually come up top and do some checking up with my normal fluids. First, you want to locate, though, where you're going to fill your oil, which is right here, as you can see. Like I said, this is a Vortec 5.3 liter. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my funnel into place. There's my funnel. And just take a look around. You don't have to do this, but this is really good practice to check fluids. So I can see, I don't know if you can see, I can see my brake fluid is at a good level. I'm gonna reach down here where you can't see for a second here, and I'm going to check my power steering fluid. Looks good. Looks good down there. I can't check my transmission fluid right now because the engine is not on, and I'm not going to start it because I don't have any oil. At any rate, there's my oil. It should take 6 quarts. And if I haven't told you this yet, I will put the amounts and the part numbers for the oil filter and such in the description. And I'll give you some links there to go to pick them up on Amazon. Hopefully that's helpful. I would check my coolant, but I idled this for a while. Maybe I will anyway. We'll try to be good. Let out some pressure first. Like that, slowly. You can hear the pressure relieving right now. Pressure's relieved. Okay, my coolant level is good. I'm going to go check on the draining. So I'll meet you down underneath the vehicle. This is when it could get a little messy. As you can see, maybe you can see, that filter is completely covered in oil right now. And it's just going to get more covered the more I spin it off here. And so my hand is going to get oily. But I knew that coming in. With where it's positioned, there's not really a good way to avoid it. So we're going to go ahead and take it all the way off. Carefully, getting it all into the drain. And we got it all in the drain. I have a nice oily hand, which I'm going to clean up here. And then I'm going to replace that oil filter. A couple things to remember as you're changing the oil filter. Make sure it's on straight. You don't want to strip these threads out, and make sure you put a little bead of oil on the rubber O-ring. You can see the O-ring there all the way around the outside. And make sure you also did not leave the old O-ring on the vehicle. And I'll go ahead and get my flashlight there. You can see there's oil on there, but there's no gasket. So we're all set there, set to go. I'm going to take some of this old oil here, and I'm going to rub that. See if I can get. I can't do this with the with the camera in my hand. So I'm gonna have to do this separately, but don't worry. Just all you need is a little film of oil all the way around that seal. That's all it is. Then it's just as simple as screwing it in, just like so. Contrary to popular opinion, you do not have to get these too tight. I'm gonna get this as tight as I can with my hand, and honestly, that's as far as I'm gonna go. That's pretty tight right there. We're gonna leave it. Okay. Next is we're gonna replace that fill plug. We're gonna put the fill plug back in. First though, I'm gonna do a little cleanup around the edge here. Try to get that nice and pretty so it's easy to get off next time. And then I'm going to stick that plug back in there. And we're almost done with this oil change. Very easy. Okay. I'm gonna get my 15mm socket. Make sure it's on the on position. And I'm gonna crank her down. Doesn't have to be on real tight. Just a little tight. Just like that. And we are all set to go down here in the bottom. It was that easy. Now we just gotta go fill up the oil and start it up and see how she runs. So here we go. All right, I'm gonna dump. First off, I'm gonna dump my 5 quarts in. Easy peasy. And then I'm gonna check the oil level just to make sure. What I read online said 6 quarts, but right away, it's probably not gonna show, not gonna take the 6 quarts because it doesn't have the filter filled up. So I'm gonna put 5 quarts in. I'm gonna start it up, shut it down, check it again, and then put my last quart in. Here goes 5 quarts. All right, that's 5 quarts. All right, like I said, I'm going to check the oil again here after I ran it for a second and filled up the oil filter, and see if we need to top it off. We probably will. Add the extra quart and we should be good to go. Make sure you clean up your oil filter and your rags and your trash. Throw it away, be clean, and do a good job. All right, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget about the 1,000 subscriber challenge, the free 12-inch light bar. And if you like this video, if it was helpful, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and if you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.